This is the WJTS News. In the news tonight, officer involved in shooting in Pike County, COVID-19 in Dubois County, Indiana's reopening plans. Also, Kirk Uksal will be in sports. On our Monday with the Mayor segment, we speak with Jasper Mayor Dean Vonderheide. All this and more coming up on WJTS TV News. Good evening. I'm Jenna Schaffer with the news. The Indiana State Police are investigating an officer-involved shooting in Pike County. On Sunday afternoon, just after 2 p.m., Pike County Dispatch received a call from 69-year-old Michael Ferries of Oakland City, stating that he and his wife were starving and someone was shooting at them. When officers arrived on the scene, they were greeted by Ferry's wife, who initially didn't let officers enter their residence. Officers were eventually able to gain access to go in. Within seconds of entering the residence, a Pike County Sheriff's deputy discharged his firearm and struck Michael Ferries. Officers administered CPR on Ferries until EMS arrived, but Ferries was pronounced dead at the scene. A handgun was recovered at the scene as well. Detectives were not able to substantiate any information concerning someone shooting at the Ferries prior to police arriving. The identity of the officers involved in this incident will be released later this week. This is an ongoing investigation, and additional information will be released as it becomes available. Dubois County Health Department has confirmed its 25th positive case of COVID-19 in Dubois County. As of today, on Monday, Dubois County now has a total of 25 positive cases of COVID-19. Memorial Hospital and Health Care Center says that as of Friday, COVID-19 tests have been submitted by the hospital with 367 test results coming back negative. Dubois County Health Department is working closely with Indiana State Department of Health and local officials to ensure that contacts of the patient are identified and monitored. Anyone who may have an exposure risk has been or is being notified about potential exposures so that appropriate infection control procedures can be followed. The patient is in isolation. You can help stop the spread of COVID-19 by washing your hands often and covering your cough, staying home if you are sick and avoiding contact with people who are sick, maintaining social distancing, and continuing to wear a cloth face covering when out in public. Today on Monday is the first day of Stage 2 of Indiana Governor Eric Holcomb's Back on Track Indiana plan. Governor Holcomb announced a 5-stage plan on Friday to get Indiana back on track after the COVID-19 pandemic forced many businesses to close across Indiana and many people to lose their jobs. Starting on Monday, we are entering Stage 2, and with Stage 2, it is recommended that Hoosiers 65 and over or high risk should remain home. The essential travel ban has been lifted. Social gatherings are allowed for up to 25 people. Retail and commercial businesses, as well as shopping malls, may open up to 50% capacity. Restaurants and bars with no bar seating may open on May 11th with a 50% capacity. With that news, B. Joe All is excited. All is the president of Millhouse Restaurant and 1408 Catering in Jasper. After being closed for over a month, Millhouse decided to reopen for carryout starting on May 5th. However, with restaurant doors being allowed to open back up, All is ready to see people again.
Overall, we're really excited to be able to have people back in here. It's been over a month. I think it's like 6 weeks now, so we're excited to see the customers and start feeding Jasper again.
Hair salons, tattoo parlors, and more may open May 11th by appointment only. If anyone can work from home, they are encouraged to do so. Starting on May 8th, worship services may begin following social distancing guidelines. The Bureau of Motor Vehicles will also reopen by appointment only. Holiday World and Splash and Safari also made an announcement on their website that they intend to open their gates on June 14th. To learn more about stages 3, 4, and 5, visit our website at WJTS.tv or head to backontrack.in.gov. In accordance with Governor Holcomb's executive orders, the city of Huntingburg is planning a phased reopening plan. The plan explains that until Monday, June 15th, City Hall and other city-owned buildings will remain closed to the general public. Meetings with city staff will be by appointment only. Customers making utility payments in person are asked to do so by using the drop box on the east side of the City Hall. There will be limited service for utility issues not related to payments. These services will be conducted at the drive-through window on the east side of City Hall. All public parks, including playgrounds, athletic facilities, and restrooms, will be reopened on Sunday, May 24th, and public rentals for city-owned facilities will tentatively begin on Monday, June 1st. For a complete rundown of Huntingburg's reopening plan, head to our website at WJTS.tv. A large sinkhole on the Celestine Highway caused some headaches for drivers and public safety officials yesterday. A large sinkhole developed on State Road 164 just 2 miles east of Jasper, east of Greener Road. The hole is a result of a failed culvert. The Indiana Department of Transportation will be conducting an emergency road closure on Monday to fix the sinkhole. State Road 164 will be closed. Crews will begin this work and are expected to be finished by later today, depending on weather conditions. Until the pipe is replaced, the road will remain closed around the clock. Local traffic will have access up to the point of closure. All other traffic should use the official detour following State Road 545, State Road 56, and US 231. NDOT urges motorists to slow down and stay alert near crews. A lot of teenagers have had to spend their birthdays away from friends and families during this time. And then there's Maud. Maud Drew and her family live in Jasper, and Friday was Maud's 17th birthday. Just like many others during this time, Maud believed that she was going to be spending her birthday with just her parents and siblings due to the COVID-19 pandemic. That's when Maud's parents, Amanda and Mike Drew, got the idea for a drive-by birthday party, which all started when Amanda hijacked Maud's phone.
Basically, I just hijacked her phone so that I could get all the contacts of her friends, and then we invited several family members as well. And with the whole quarantine and not being able to get out and do anything, we wanted to make sure we could make it a big surprise and a big day for her.
Maud says that she kind of expected something when her mom took her phone for no reason, but was pleasantly surprised when all of her friends and family, and even some boys in blue, showed up.
But I did not know the cops were coming. That kind of scared me. But it was fun to see my friends because my mom took my phone yesterday and said she was hijacking my phone, but I didn't think anything of it. And then when like 4 of my friends came by, I was like, wait. Gotcha. And then all my friends and family were texting me, like pretending like they didn't know what was going on. Because I was saying like, oh, I wish I could see them and stuff, and like they never hinted at anything.
It's times like these where even though times are tough, a community can come together to make a girl smile. Starting today on Monday, the Jasper Dubois County Public Library will be offering to-go services to pick up items on hold at all 4 branches. Patrons are asked to reserve items by placing holds online or by calling the library. Once holds are gathered from the shelves, library staff will call patrons to pick up items. Items will be checked out by staff, put in a sealed bag with the patron's name, and then be placed on a table outside the library's front doors for pickup at their convenience. Patrons will be asked not to come to the library until they get a call that items are ready. Hours will be limited for the first 2 weeks, but then will increase to include evening and weekend hours until back to normal operating hours. There's no definitive date for when the library will be back to regular operations. Currently, hours are as follows. The Jasper Public Library is open Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. The Ferdinand Branch Library is open Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m., except on Thursdays where they will be open until 3 p.m. The Dubois Branch Library is open Monday through Thursday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Birdseye Branch Library is open Tuesday and Thursday 2 to 4. Items are asked to be returned via library drop boxes. Due dates will be extended as needed. All items will be quarantined upon return following CDC recommendations for the protection of the public and the staff. The libraries will also be able to offer document services like faxing, printing, and copying via appointments starting today on Monday. Call the libraries for more details. Computer usage to electronically file documents will be available by midweek by appointment once additional safeguard supplies arrive at the library. Patrons with questions are asked to call the library during hours of operation. The U.S. Census is ready to be filled out. If you haven't filled out your 2020 census, you may want to do that before census workers come to your house to ask you the questions you could easily fill out online. To teach you how easy it is to fill out your census, here's news reporter Zach Ruber.
Hi, I'm Zach Ruber. I'm here today to tell you about how to do your U.S. 2020 census. Currently, Dubois County has a 66.1% response rate and is tied for 34th county in the nation for filling out the 2020 U.S. Census. But that also means that 1 out of 3 Dubois County residents has yet to fill out the U.S. 2020 Census. Being 23 years old, I filled out my very first census this year, and it was so easy. Long gone are the days of filing form after form after form. The whole process can now be done in just under 10 minutes. Now let me tell you what you have to do to make sure that your county is represented accurately. First, you're going to hop onto a desktop, a laptop, or even a smartphone and head to 2020census.gov. From here, you'll click on Respond, which can be found in the center of the screen or the top right corner of the web page. Next, you'll start questionnaire and fill out your 12-digit census ID. This ID can be found in the materials mailed to you or left at your door by the 2020 census. If you don't have a census ID, click on the If You Don't Have a Census ID, Click Here tab. From here, you'll fill out questions regarding you, your address, your household, people in your household, and more. And remember that filing the census is completely safe, secure, and confidential. Your privacy and information is completely secure. And after filling out these questions, you're done. No more having to go see somebody or mail something out. All this can be done in the comfort of your own home. Heck, if you want to, you can even wear pajamas. Remember that the data collected not only sets representation for our county, but also sets federal funding for things like schools, roads, public works, and more. Population numbers are also frequently used by businesses to determine where to build factories, stores, and offices. Population numbers are also used by businesses to determine where to build factories, offices, and stores, and developers use this information to determine where to build new houses and to revitalize old neighborhoods. Data collected now impacts our families and communities for the next 10 years, so make sure you file your censuses now. For 18 WJTS News, I'm Zach Ruber. Back to you, Jenna.
Thanks, Zach. The website BeWellIndiana.org was recently launched to help those struggling with COVID-19. With more on how this website can give mental health aid, here's State Senator Mark Messmer.
Hello, this is State Senator Mark Messmer with this week's Messmer Report. The Indiana Family and Social Services Administration, or FSSA, recently launched a new website, BeWellIndiana.org, to provide free mental health resources for Hoosiers. During this unprecedented time, many people are experiencing some amount of grief, stress, depression, and worry. This looks different for each of us, though, as we are all impacted in different ways. For some, it's the loss of a job, which in turn affects how they are able to provide for their family. Some with essential jobs fear bringing the virus home to their loved ones. Teachers and parents have been challenged to educate our youth remotely. Events have been canceled. Things many of us considered routine before, like going to church and the grocery store, must be managed differently. One of the best ways to cope throughout the crisis is by staying informed and taking care of yourself and others. Whether you've previously been diagnosed with a mental health disorder or not, I encourage you to visit BeWellIndiana.org. Designed to help with the increase in anxiety, depression, and other mental health issues, this site addresses both first-time issues as well as pre-existing mental health concerns. BeWellIndiana.org contains vetted professional information collected by FSSA's Division of Mental Health and Addiction to help Hoosiers navigate their well-being through the current COVID-19 pandemic. There are resources for homeschool, ways to work from home, information on coping with a job loss, and advice on addressing medical questions and concerns. The site contains information for those seeking help with insurance, unemployment, healthcare, food insecurity, and more. In addition, BeWellIndiana.org offers coping mechanisms, crisis counseling, how to self-monitor for signs of stress, domestic violence, and substance use disorder, as well as tips for helping children, youth, and teens. I encourage you to share this resource with your family, friends, and neighbors, and even those you might assume are doing well. BeWellIndiana.org offers help for each of our individual mental health needs. As always, feel free to contact my office directly with your questions and concerns by email at senator.messmer@iga.in.gov or by phone at 800-382-9467. This has been State Senator Mark Messmer with this week's Messmer Report.
Thank you, Senator. Dubois REC has now topped $400,000 given back to the community through their Operation Roundup program. The Operation Roundup program, which is overseen by Dubois REC, hit a major milestone this quarter as the most recent round of grants put the total amount at $406,702.88 since the program began in 2011. Operation Roundup is a grant program where Dubois REC members simply allow the co-op to round up their electric bill to the next highest dollar. That spare change goes into a fund that is overseen by a board of trustees, who are also Dubois REC members. Local groups, schools, and community organizations can then apply for grants from this fund. The most recent round of grants for totaled $17,200 awarded to 6 local organizations. The list of recipients for these Operation Roundup grants and the projects which will benefit from the funds are the Birdseye Volunteer Fire Department, which received a $2,700 Operation Roundup grant to help upgrade some of their SCBA equipment, including cylinders and masks. The Dubois County Humane Society, they received a grant for $2,500 to help fund their spay and neuter program for cats and dogs. The Madison Township Fire Department received a $7,000 grant to purchase several F500 fire extinguishers, recharging kits, and recharging agent for all Dubois County fire departments. Up next, Mentors for Youth of Dubois County received a $1,000 grant to purchase a 13-inch MacBook Pro for the program's marketing manager and recruitment materials. The Older American Center in Jasper received a $1,000 grant to upgrade the fitness room by replacing an outdated treadmill. And West Crawford Elementary School received a $3,000 grant to help fund a summer intervention program, which includes phonics instruction to support early literacy and reading skills, as well as robotic engineering activities. Dubois REC will accept applications for the next cycle of Operation Roundup grants now. Grant applications must be submitted before 4 p.m. on May 29th. Representatives from local civic groups, nonprofits, schools, or community organizations who would like to apply for an Operation Roundup grant can download the application forms from DuboisREC.com under the Community section. Applications are also available at the Dubois REC office by calling 812-482-5454 or sending an email to Kyla Jones at kylaj@DuboisREC.com. We'll take a look at your weather forecast when we come back on 18 WJTS.